Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I know you probably are wondering what in the world is this hair on this rack, but today I am going to try and show you a walkthrough for Butterfly Locs, and I am going to be using this Lulutress hair from Sensational. It is their Waterwave, and it is in the T1B 27 color in the 18 inch. You can get 9 locks out of each pack, and in order to do that, you will need to separate them out by 2 pieces each. So combine 2 pieces of the hair and then set that to the side. So now that we have our number of pieces established, we will have to fluff out the hair. And how I do it is I fluff it out by individual pieces. So I take one side and I just hold it from the middle and I just gently slide my thumb right through the strand. So this is a section that you have to do carefully because the hair can easily tangle. So you just want to take your time and just take your finger or your thumb. I like to use my thumb. Sometimes I use even my middle finger, but I just take it and kind of just slide it right through the middle of the strand until it's nice and fluffed out. So you will also need Cuban twist hair. Now, not everyone uses this, but I like to use this because I do feel that it reinforces your lock. So it helps for like your client's natural hair not to stick out and things like that. So for this particular install, I did cut the Cuban twist hair in half, and then I kind of just gave it a nice stretch. Now this is the 12-inch hair that I used in this particular style, but you can also use the 16. I personally feel that the 16 does work out better, but if all you have is 12, feel free to use that because it still can work. So for the parting, I'm actually going to be using the large system setup from my ebook, The Beginner's Guide to Parting Box Braids. Now I know we're doing locks in this video, but the systems inside of the ebook can actually be used for any type of style that requires individual boxes, whether they be twist, braids, knotless, or locks. So if you are interested in that, there will be a link down in the description for your purchase. For the braid down, I decided to use the knotless method. So if you can see here, I'm going to add the Cuban twist, adding just one leg at a time. So I'm going to put the first leg under, do a braid movement. Once I do my braid movement, I'm going to do another braid movement and then pull in that other leg of the Cuban twist. I wanted to do it this way because I thought that the top would still be nice and smooth, but yet it would still have the mobility instead of actually doing like a knot at the top. So I've come to the realization that whether you have a knot at the top or not, you can still get a decent range of motion. But for this particular install, I just wanted to try it this way. When it comes to these butterfly locks, I'm really still in just an exploration phase where I feel confident to do them. It's just there's so many ways that they could be done that I want to just kind of explore and see what way works best for me. So in my next up and coming butterfly locks, you're going to see me do them probably multiple different ways. So this is just for this install today. And again, I did do the knotless method for this install. So to start our butterfly locks, I'm going to take those previously fluffed out pieces. Remember, it was 2 pieces. And I'm going to use my crochet hook and insert it right through the base of the braid. Then I'm going to go ahead and slide that Waterwave hair right through. Because the hair is ombre, my goal was to make sure that the black part of the hair was at the base of the braid. So in order to achieve this, I kind of slid it to where it was uneven so that right where the black started was at the beginning of the braid. I like to wrap about 2 to 3 times before I insert my thumb. So make sure that your base is good. Insert your thumb and then wrap right around. Now, one little trick that I've noticed that has worked for me over these few times is that when you insert your thumb, you have to wrap around while your thumb is still inserted. So you have to insert your thumb, keep your thumb there, wrap on top, and then wrap underneath. Then you can insert your thumb again. You're gonna wrap on top, take your thumb out, wrap underneath. Again, and it's the same repeated motion. So it's like you insert your thumb, you're gonna wrap on top while your thumb is still inserted, and then once you remove your thumb, wrap underneath. Another tip that I have found helpful, while you're wrapping, just gently push the hair up some, because once you push it up a little bit, you're giving it less room to slide. Now that we've reached the desired length of the lock, we need to take a small piece of the Waterwave hair and kind of hold it in our left hand off to the side there. So just kind of hold that in your left hand. Now as you hold that piece, you're going to twist the remaining hair that's left. I like to twist it towards the right. Then I switch hands and fold it up. And that piece that we have, I'm going to use to wrap around what we've just folded. So as we wrap it around, we're going to just take a little dab of glue, and you just put about 1 or 2 dabs of glue there, and that little piece that we left out, just wrap it right around, and that's how you're going to be able to seal the bottom of the lock. Then I like to just give it a little twist right around where it's glued just to reinforce that piece there. And then this leftover hair just needs to be cut off using a pair of scissors. So you just take your scissors and cut that piece off right at the base there. And there you go, there's your sealed lock. And so again, I am just going to repeat the same exact steps by just inserting that Waterwave hair through the base of the braid, wrapping 2 times before I start making the actual distressed or butterfly portion of the lock. Once I put my thumb through the lock, I'm gonna wrap on the top and then again underneath after I push it up some. Remember, pushing up the lock does help for it not to slide. And you can just keep on going, and just remember that butterfly locks can be done in any rhythm. There actually is really no rhythm to your butterfly locks. I mean, probably the less rhythm that you have to it, maybe the more butterfly they actually become. I do still think that mine are a little bit on the neater side. I do hope to get to where they're kind of like even more distressed, but I'm still learning, guys, so it is what it is. So for the bottom, again, you're just going to twist it up, and then you're going to take your piece and then twist it around. You're going to use your super glue to reinforce it, and then continue to twist until your piece is all the way twisted around that bottom loop that you made. Another thing to remember when doing your locks is that you can personalize these as much as you want. So while there's tutorials out there, and even myself, you know, I'm telling you, okay, do it this way, do it that way, you can really have fun with this style. You can play around with different colors. You can play around with the number of times that you put your thumb through. If you want them to be like a little bit straighter with just a few of the butterflies, you know, then don't put your thumb through that much. If you want more of those loops, then, you know, put your thumb through, you know, every other wrap. I mean, there's just so many ways that you can really make this your own. And just being honest, guys, I'm still figuring out my flow with these, and that's why as I continue to do these butterfly locks, I'm going to continue to share them, because I may try something different every time, whether it be a braid pattern, whether it be how I insert the Cuban twist hair, whether it be the length of the Cuban twist hair. I mean, I really want to master these, and so I hope that you will just follow me on my little butterfly lock journey here. But I really do hope that there was something in this video that you found helpful in order for you to do your own. If you have any questions, please go ahead and leave them in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I'm just gonna let you go ahead and finish watching the rest of this video. So guys, thank you so much for spending this time with me, and as always, God bless.